We're here with Central College head softball coach George Wares at the NCAA Regional in Pella following his team's 2-1 loss to Washington University. Coach, give you a chance for just an opening comment about today's game.
Well, the biggest comment is goodbye to seniors. When it ends like that, regardless if it's here, when you win a national championship, that's it. We had a bunch of and a combination in terms of people that never played or very seldom played, and yet were instrumental in leadership and what they did in the dugout, and then obviously ones that played every inning. And I'm not sure people that coach and have played, they get it, but I'm not sure if a lot of people understand how much investment there is, and that's the toughest thing. So that's what is most dominant in my mind right now. And obviously that means we lost, and the reason we lost is Boishu's a good team. McKay's a good pitcher. I thought we had some quality at bats, and had a chance to tie with the double steal, which we've done a lot, didn't work, and then I thought Dickel's maybe that bloops, and we scored 2 there, and I'm really happy with what our pitchers did, all 3 of them, and uncharacteristically we made a couple of blunders defensively, and that got it open for their 2 runs, and that was the difference.
Well, this was a game I think they left 9 or 10 on. You referenced your chances that you had in both the 5th and 6th innings to score. I mean, in a 2-1 game, clearly could have gone either way. And you've coached enough to realize you're just going to come up on the short end of some of those. Is that hard, though, for your seniors and your players to understand in this spot?
Well, probably now. I don't think they're really thinking about that. I'm glad that there was a solid effort, and when you look at this whole tournament, even though we're 2 and out, you take 13 innings or whatever it was that we played, 12 were pretty solid innings. We had the one real bad inning against St. Thomas, or they had a really good inning, however you want to look at it, so not taking anything away from them. And we knew they were probably going to, because Mariah and Annie are going to give up more base runners, but I was really happy with how they pitched with base runners on, and obviously we're going to go longer with Annie, but then when it got 2-1 and a couple on, we felt like we had to shut it down there because I didn't feel confident we were going to score a bunch. Obviously we didn't score any more of it, so that's why we worked hard back into the base. So or to the game, but the players I'm sure cut down and they'll think about it, but I think they're glad that they went out with a solid game and gave a really good effort in the last game.
One of the things that we've talked about throughout the year with this team is, effort is always there, but the lack of kind of clutch hitting, if you will, the opportunities and just not getting it done. So how do you work on something like that? How do you give yourself next year a chance to break through in some of those spots?
Well, statistically, we're not quite as bad as it appears. I think going into this term, we're like 355 with 2 outs or runners in scoring position, but they get magnified, and we're the kind of team this year where we aren't going to explode very often against quality pitching for 7 or 8, and I think going in we had like 14, 15, 16 1- and 2-run games. So when you have a lot of 1- and 2-run games, it gets magnified a lot, and you just keep. I love what Coach O'Brien is doing when I watch some of the soft toss stuff, and when she front tosses to him, and Coach Edwards takes some of them, and they're doing a lot to make them better. It's just part of it is doesn't happen sometimes, and part of it is when they're throwing, it's a little different than when some of the pitchers are throwing and trying to get them out. So we'll keep working on it. The ones that are back next year, and next year we'll probably light it up with 2 outs and runners in scoring position.
Final words on the 2017 season?
Not final, because it's too early to make it final. Obviously, you're always disappointed. But before the game, we told them there were 387 teams in Division III that, or 367, whatever it is, that were playing today, and so. Sometimes you lose sight of the fact that when you're playing this late in the season, you've got something pretty special going, and we'll just take some time to honor the seniors as we move forward, and then regroup for next year.
Thanks, Coach.